Welcome to day 7 of August Lead Code Challenge. Today we are going to see the problem of vertical order traversal of a binary tree. Okay, so let's first try to understand the problem and we'll see the approach that we are going to take to solve this problem. This problem is quite interesting, so let's get started. So we will be given a root node. We have to find the vertical order. Okay, what does vertical order mean over here? So initially, let's say we are given a point x comma y, which is the root. So the left and the right children respectively are in the position x minus 1, x minus y minus 1, x plus 1, y minus 1. So it's like they are indexing each of them. So I will try to represent it in a better way so that you can understand. So let's consider this is the tree that is given to us. Okay, this is the tree that is given to us. So let's consider this as a grid of in a 2D grid. Okay. So that's for understanding. So this would make it very clear. So just stay with me. So let's say it's a 2D grid. So initially we are in the position 0, comma 0. Okay. So this is there are many rows. Just a second. Okay. So there are rows and columns. Sorry for the bad drawing, but you'll be able to understand. So initially we are in the position. Let's say the root is in the position 0, comma 0. Okay. So the root is over here. I'll use another color. So root is over here. Okay. Next, what we do is let's do pre-order traversal. From root, we'll go to left, then right. Okay, that is pre-order traversal. I hope you know what is pre-order traversal. If not, I will try to I mentioned that in the comments. I'll also make a video for it. Okay. So from 3, we are going to 9. Okay. So from 3, when you're going to 9, what you should do is the column value reduces to minus 1. Okay. And the row value also reduces. So it comes in this position. Okay. Fine. So we are moving left from the root and also moving down. Okay, that's what we are doing over here. So there is no other subtree over here. So then what we are going is we are going to the right of the root. So we are entering 20 over here. So when right of the root, what you do is you go one level down and you go to the right. Okay. When it's a left child, you go left and down. When it's a right child, you go one step right and one step down. Okay. So that's what it comes over here. Then we are again going to insert 15. Okay. So 15 is one level down and it's to the left of 20. So it is entered over here. Okay, 15 doesn't have any child, so it goes off. Then we back go to 20. 20 has a right child of 7. So we go to right and we go down. So we come over here. Okay, so this is the table, kind of table that we get after the iteration. Okay, so the output that we actually get is, so let's see the output they ask for. Sorry, we'll have this. So the output that they ask is 9, 3, comma 15, 20 and 7. So this is the vertical order traversal. So essentially what we should do is, so we should see the, we should iterate from the each column. Okay. So this would be minus 2. This would be minus 1. Okay. So they asked us to iterate from minus infinity to plus infinity. So we start from minus. So our minimum minus value is minus 1. So we first print 9. Okay. Then we go to next column. In the next column, in the column we have to print them in the decreasing order of y coordinates. Okay. So it means that we have to print from the top to bottom. From left to right we have to print. From that we have to print top to bottom. Okay. So first what we are printing is, first we are printing 9. Okay, that is fine. Next we go to the next column. In the next column we have to print from the top row. So first we print 3, then we print 15. Okay, so that's it in that particular row. Then we go to the next column. So that's it in that particular column. Then we go to the next column. In the next column we just have 20. So we are printing the 20. And finally we just have 7 in the last column. So we are printing it. Okay, so the thing is, we start to printing from left to right. In that particular column, we will print from top to bottom. Okay, this is what we are doing. So minus infinity to plus infinity. In that particular, you have to print from top to bottom order. Okay, this is the thing that we have to do. I hope it's very clear to you. So let's see another example before we get started with the code. Okay, this is the code that we have: 1, 2, 4, 5, 3, 4, and 5, 3, 6, and 7. Okay, so what happens is we know that. So 1 would be in the root 0, comma 0. Okay, I'll just put the index over here: 0, comma 0. This would be minus 1, comma. Let's say we are going to, we'll maintain the level. It is in the 0th level. So we'll say this is the first level. Okay, 1, comma 1. This is 1, comma 1. This is minus 1, comma 1. Okay, so this would be minus 2, comma 2. This would be the, when you're going to the right, you will be incrementing it. So this will become 0, comma 2. Okay, do you get it? So every time we go to the right, we increment it, right? Every time we are going to right, we are incrementing the column value. Okay, that's the reason why it becomes 0, comma 2. So 0, comma 2 and 0, 0, 0 and 0, comma 2 are in the same column. So this belongs to the same column. Okay, this is how we are going to map. So we have to print them together. Whatever has the same column value, we'll print them together. Okay, in the same array. Okay, so that's how this works. I'll also complete this table and let's go to the code. This is just to make you understand of the problem. And this would be, we are currently in 1, comma 1. So this will become, from 1 we'll minus 1. So it will be 0, comma 2, which is the level. Okay, and this will be key, this will be from 1 we'll plus 1 when you are going to write. So it will be 2, comma 2. So you can see all the column values which are same will be in the same thing. So minus 2, in minus 2 column we just have 4. So 4 alone will be there. We are right. In minus 1 column we just have 2. So 2 alone will be there. In the 0th column we have 3 elements: 5, 1 and 6. But we have to print them from the top to bottom order. So first we will print 5, 1, then we will print 5, then we will print 6. Okay. So the printing should be in the based on this index, based on the level. Okay, 0, then only 2, 5 and 6. Okay, and finally then we go for the first column. In the first column we'll print 3, and in the second column we just have 7, so we print 7. Okay, I hope it's pretty much clear. So let's get into the code. So we can do this in two approaches. I'll just delete the code. So just a second. I'll just remove all the code. We just restart. Okay, so let's get started. So what we'll do is, we have the input. So as I said, we'll initially start from 0, comma 0 index. Okay, that would be our root. So we just have the root element. So what I am going to do is, I'll first declare int m which is equal to 0, or let it make it x comma y. It would be more easy for us. X is equal to 0, and similarly into y is equal to 0. Okay, these are the two values that we have. Then what we are going to do is, we'll make, we are in the root, so we'll all the things should be passed to another thing so that we can do it recursively. So I'm going to do these things in pre-order manner. So let's name it vertical. So that's the function, so we are naming it like that. So we'll be passing the root, x and y. So these are three things that we are going to pass. Okay, so we'll be doing much more thing when we are coming back, but for time being let's have this. Okay, and what I'll do is, I'll create a global variable so that I did not pass it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use a map to determine all the points that are in the same column. So these things are in the same column. 1 and 5 will come in the same column, right? To make sure the things that are coming in the same column, I'll make a map. Okay, so we'll see it more in detail. So before that, I'll just create the function. So tree node root and int x and int y. These are things that we are going to require. So this, since we are going to keep the hash map globally, we can make this return type to be void. Okay. So let's get into the main part of the code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass root and x comma y. So every time when the x value is same, when they belong to the same column, I'm going to hash them to the same place. Okay. So I'll create a hash map so you'll understand better. I'm going to create a map of type. The key value is going to be int, which is a column, and the actual value is going to be a vector, which is a pair actually. So vector is not, since I have to maintain this order also. So 1, 5 and 6 are in the same column, but I have to print 1, then 5 and then 6. So I have to maintain an order. So what I'm going to do is, instead of just storing the values, I'm going to store a pair of values. In the pair, both of them is going to be integer. One is going to be the first one is going to be the level of that integer, and then is going to be the value of that integer. Okay. And the pair, the vector, and finally we are closing the map. Okay. So try to understand this data structure. O map, ordered map. This is an order map. Okay. There's a reason why we're using a map instead of unordered map, because we need the order to be printed from minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, so that's the reason why we are maintaining a map. If the order is not important, we go for unordered map. Okay, so I've said all the things here. So let's get into the meat part of the program. So it's nothing but normal pre-order traversal. If root is null, what we'll do is we'll return. Okay, if root is not equal to null, okay, first we'll insert the things into this map. That's our idea. So what we do is, the key value is going to be the column, which is the thing that is passed over here, x. Okay, equal to, we have to make a pair. So all the things inside this map is a vector of this, right? So what we need to make is, we are going to make a map. The first value is going to be the level. The level is y minus of y. Okay. So initially the level will be 0. Then we will be, I'll say why I'm using the minus over here. Okay. So then we'll go to inserting the actual value. The actual value is nothing but root of val. Okay. This is the main part. After that, after inserting the root node, we traverse to the left. Okay. So we have to make the call again for the left. So when you're going to left, what you should do? You should decrement the column value to -1, and we'll decrement the row value also to -1. Okay, so initially the value would be 0, then it would be -1, but when you're inserting into the pair, it would be minus of y, so it will become 1, 2 and 3. That's how we are maintaining the level. Okay, I hope that's clear, and when I run through an example, you'll understand it more clearly. So this vertical, similarly we have to do for right also. Vertical root of right. So when you're going to write, the column value would be increasing by 1, and the level would be decreasing by 1. That's common. So yeah, we get this. Then what I do is, this is a part of this vertical program. So after running this program, we will have a map. Okay, map which consists of vector of pairs, but the output we need is a vector of vectors. Okay, so what we have to do is, we have to sort these things in the based on the level. Okay, that's the reason why we are having this level. Okay, what I'm going to do is, Uh, After this, I will be getting that map. The O map would be there. So for auto temp in O map, ordered map. So the order map will first give me a vector of pairs. Okay. So what I will do is I'll iterate that pair based on the level. So the level will be from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes to many levels, right? 0 it will start from 0, then it would go to 1, 2 similarly. So I'll start them based on the level. So for that, what I will do is start temp dot second dot begin. So you're using a map, right? So map dot first would be the key value. Map dot second would be the actual value stored in it. Okay. So that's the reason why we are going putting temp dot second. So if you've worked already with the maps, you will be able to understand it better. So what I'm doing is I'm sorting the particular vector. Okay. I'm sorting each and every vector. After sorting, what I'm going to do is after sorting, I'll create a temporary vector out. Vector of it which is out. Okay, after sorting, what I'll do is the sorted would be in the order make pair, but I just need the value of this alone. Okay, so what I will do is so this is sorted for auto. This would be just int auto val in temp dot second. So temp dot second will iterate through all the values, and while iterating, what we do is auto dot pushback will push back the value. Okay, after pushing the value, finally when the loop is exited, so when we are done for one particular thing, what we do is we insert it in the actual output. So I have to create an actual output. Let's name it final out. So final out dot pushback this out. Okay. So this would be done. After that, I should finally return final underscore out. So yeah, that's it. Let's see whether I declare everything properly. Mm, yeah, begin and second. So this should most probably work. Just run the code. Make pair. We are going to assign this value to this particular index. So we should not assign it to it. We should push back inside the thing. Okay, it would be a vector of vectors. So we should not assign it. It should be pushed back towards here. The thing is, this UMAP particular index would be a vector of pairs. Okay, so you should be pushing back to this vector. So that is the thing. I shouldn't assign it. Use pushback. Okay. Okay, I should push val dot second. I should push val dot second because The second value would be the actual value. The first one would be the level, and second one would be the value. So yeah. Okay, we got the output. The outputs are matching. So let's submit the code. And after this submission, okay, the solution is being accepted. So you can see our solution works very well. It runs in within 4 seconds. And the another way that you can do is using level order traversal, but we are using DFS over here. But this is one of the optimal solutions. Okay, so I'll try to explain and walk through over the solution. So let's see the solution with this particular given example. Okay, I'll just clear this so that we'll start from the beginning. So the solution is this. I also provide the link to the solution. Now we'll start explaining. So we'll go with this example as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Initially the input is 1, the right is 2, left is 3. And let's say 4 is 2 is right and 5 2 is thing. Okay, so let's leave other things. So this would be more than enough for us to explain. So initially the values would be 0 comma 0. Okay, it would come over here. Just a second. Initially the value would be 0 comma 0. It would start over here. It would pass this value vertical root with this would be pointing over here 0 comma 0. Then what we do is map x dot push back. We push the pair. The first pair would be the y value would be 0. Okay, initially, and the root dot val would be 1. So that would be pushed to the key value of 0. So let's make an array also, a hash, a map 0. We store 1 alone. Okay, right now map 0. So we have a map 0 1 2 similarly, and minus 1 also. So initially for the value 0, we'll be having 1. And what happens is from 1 we see whether it has, after inserting this, we check, go to the right, go to the left. While going to the left, the x value becomes minus 1. And the y value also becomes minus 1. Okay, right now. So it passes over here. It would make a pair. The pair will take minus of minus 1, which becomes 1. Okay, the x value will be minus 1. So in the minus 1 hash table, what we'll enter is, over here we'll enter the pair. Here we are first we are entering the pair 0 comma 1. This is the first pair that we are entering in the hash value 0. In the hash value minus 1, what we are going to enter is, we'll enter the level to be 1, okay, and the value to be 2. This is because of this. Minus of minus 1 is my 1 and root value is 2. Okay, then we'll see whether this has any left. From here we'll call this doesn't have any left, so it goes to the right. This right would be x plus 1, y minus 1. So x current value is minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Y current value is minus 1. Minus 1 minus 1 is minus 2. So we'll pass this. This will be passed with 0 comma minus 2. So for the index 0, we will insert another pair whose level would be minus of minus 2, which is 2. And the value would be 4. 2 comma 4. Okay. Similarly, we'll do all the things. After doing this, we'll return this hash map. In this hash map, what we go is we go for each value. So initially we go for minus 1. So in the minus 1, what we do is we sort the array. Okay. Based on the first level, based on the level value. So 2 alone will be printed. Similarly, after completing this, we go to the second value in the map, which is 0 comma 1 and 2 comma 4. We will sort it based on the first value, okay, which is the level. After that, we just push them back to the array. Okay, so you can run it and see so that you can have a better understanding. So I have given you quite of understanding. So if you have any doubts, put them in the comment section. Okay, so we have successfully completed 1 week of our LeetCode challenge. So if the series is any help to you, please mention them in the comments and also share this with your friends. and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.